What was the theme for this year's event? This year our challenge was titled Destination Deep Space, and we have hatch panels that we have to put on rockets and cargo ships, and once the hatch panels are on, we have to deliver what are basically kickballs, but they're called cargo, into the rockets so that they'll launch off. And at the end of the match, we have to get back to our habitat, and we can climb at smaller levels for a few points, and we can climb at the highest level for the most amount of points. What makes our robot Overhang special? This year, our robot's name is Overhang because it quite literally overhangs the platform that we have to be on at the end of the match. We did that because you get more points for every robot that's on the platform at the end, and it's pretty small. So we wanted to be able to take up the least amount of room possible, so we used a lot of physics and center of gravity calculations to figure out how we could build our robot so that we could overhang the platform. Are there everyday uses for this type of robot design? Every robot that we design can be used for lots of different things. The most important part, though, of any robot design is not actually what the robot does, but how we work through the design process and how we solve problems with the children. And if we can teach our students how to think through complicated problems like that, they can apply those skills in any situation. It doesn't matter what their building has to do. How many hours were put in to bring Overhang to completion? We work 3 days a week after school from 6:30 to 9:30, and every Saturday from 1 to 10, but we probably in extra time put in over 40 hours a week just after school and on the weekends. And you multiply that by 32 students and by 17 adult mentors, it's a whole lot of hours in the last 8 weeks that we've put in, and we have about 8 more weeks to go. How much does Overhang weigh? Overhang has a weight limit of 125 pounds, but we really wanted to emphasize and try to strategize around being the lightest robot possible so that we could have really fast acceleration. So total weight for Overhang is about 90 pounds. Is our team pleased with our design? One of our biggest philosophies as a team is to chase excellence, and to do that we need to keep iterating throughout the whole season. So the robot that we actually unveiled in our video a couple weeks ago isn't even the robot that you're going to see in the lab behind me today. We've already redesigned 2 subsystems, and we're going to be doing tweaks to many more in the future. So while we're pleased with the performance so far, we know that good enough is the enemy of best. What are our goals in the present and in the future with this design? Well, we're headed off to competition this weekend, so presently we're working towards performing the best that we can at the Amarillo District event this weekend. In the future, we'd really like to see how our robot performs this weekend, and then we'll sit together all as a team, talk about what went well and talk about what didn't go so well, and then we'll try to come up with a way from there of how we can make the things that we weren't quite happy with even better. And we'll do that again for our Dallas District event coming up at the end of the month, then again for the state championship in April, and then again for the world championship at the end of April. Can the students improve upon Overhang as the competition season progresses? We have 30 pounds of custom parts that we can bring in to every event. So we have the opportunity to make upgrades and to come up with different designs as the season progresses. And I can't think of a single year where we didn't use all of those 30 pounds at every single competition. So we'll be working hard throughout the rest of the year, and the kids will really get to understand what it means like to take a project from just a idea to reality and completion through multiple iterations.
As most of you know, my name is Adrienne Emerson, and I work here at the high school with the Robowranglers. We also have our coach George Rocky here as well. He works with the high school too, and we are here in our 28th season as a Robo-Wrangler team, and we're proud to present our robot to you tonight. Many of you have probably seen the video, but it's better in person, I promise. So before we get started, I just want to show everybody, every year we have a different challenge that we have to complete. And this year, the challenge is called Destination Deep Space. And so for everybody to kind of understand what the robot was supposed to do and what the challenge that we got on January 5th was, we're going to show you a quick video. I know that with the field and the robots and everything, it's kind of hard to see, so if you need to scoot around a little bit, please feel free to stand up or move to where you can see. And we'll get that started now.
Welcome to the 2019 First Robotics Competition and this year's game, Destination Deep Space, presented by the Boeing Company. Two alliances of deep space travelers race to place hatch panels on their rockets and cargo ship, load valuable cargo for transport off the planet, and return to the safety of their habitat, all before the next sandstorm sweeps through. Each alliance has 2 rockets, 1 cargo ship, and a habitat. Hatch panels and cargo are available through the human player stations, and cargo is also available in the depots adjacent to the habitats. Robots start in their habitat and may be preloaded with 1 game piece. Alliances may also choose to preload some phase of their cargo ship with either hatch panels or cargo. During the first 15 seconds of each match, driver vision of the field will be blocked by a waiting sandstorm. So robots must be controlled using either autonomous code or manually with a vision system on the robot. Alliances earn points for exiting the habitat, securing hatch panels, and any cargo that's properly stored. Cargo not secure spills from the cargo ship. As the sandstorm ends, driver vision returns, and alliances continue to earn points by loading their spacecraft. Alliances earn a rank point during qualifying matches for completing 1 rocket with hatch panels and cargo. Near the end of the match, robots return to the safety of their habitat for the upcoming launch and to earn more points. The alliance that earns the most points wins the match.
So, 8 weeks ago, we saw that video for the first time. And in that 8 weeks, we have been very diligently working on the robots that you see in front of you. The one that is over farthest away from me, closest to the door, that's actually what we call a practice robot. Over here is our competition robot that we technically can't work on after February 19th. So we just have it out for show right now, and we'll be able to take that to competition. But we do have the practice robot that we'll show in just a minute. But to give you a little taste of what the competition robot can do, we're going to show you a video of that right now. In the first community, there's this really big thing called reveal videos, and everybody gets really excited. And everybody in the community looks forward to our reveal videos every year. And so this year, this was our reveal video that we released 2 weeks ago. This was the community's first glimpse at our robot this year, Overhang.
I got the sunset in my pocket, and I'm not afraid to use it. How I'm feeling superhuman, that's the point of the illusion. I'm the bit round here. 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 Baby, you can't stop me out. You know you can't even slow me down. You know I'll spread this wild around. So if you shoot, you better shoot me now. Shots fired on me. Shots fired on me. You can't stop me out. You know you can't even slow me down. You know I'll spread this wall around. So if you shoot, you better shoot me now. Baby, you can't stop me out. You know you can't even slow me down. You know I'll spread this wall around. So if you shoot, you better shoot me now. Shots fired on me. Shots fired on me. Can't stop me, can't stop me. Shots fired on me. Shots fired on me. Can't stop me, can't stop me. No, no.
So videos are really fun, but it's much more fun to watch the robot in person. So our drive team, our driver Josh, our operator Trent, and our human player Andy are going to show you a little bit of what Overhang can do in the shop. We're going to do it better next time, probably. This is where we changed the design of it. All right, thank you guys. Please give our drivers a round of applause. We are not going to demonstrate the climber because it's actually completely changed from what you've seen in the video. Daniela, could you hold up our new climber that we're going to put on our robot tonight? So after we struggled in our video, we decided to do a complete redesign in 2 weeks, and we have a fully assembled new climber that we're going to attach to our robot tonight after this demonstration. So we're real excited about that because we have a 2-hour time limit. So we're going to work real hard for the rest of the season and getting the robot, improving it, and getting it to where we want it to be by World Championship at the end of April, like we always do. But the point of tonight is to have all of you guys, all of our friends and families and community supporters come out and wish all of the kids luck as we go to our first competition in Amarillo. We'll leave on Wednesday and compete on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And for all of you guys to get a chance to get an up-close look and celebrate the work that your students have been doing over the past 2 months. So this is the end of our kind of presentation part, but we encourage you to stick around, come back down onto the field, ask them questions, and they can do a little demonstration for you down here, and just wish everybody luck as we head off to Amarillo soon. So thank you guys all for coming, and we hope you have a wonderful evening and can stick around for a little bit and see the robot. So thank you so much.
And then